everybody. Thanks for joining me for your practice today. We're going to get right into this Hatha practice. I'll be using a block, and if you don't have one at home, you're welcome to use a book or a water bottle. So we will begin in a pose called shavasana, corpse pose. So come down to your mat, lay on your back, arms alongside your body, palms face up. If this doesn't feel so kind to the low back, feel free to bend your knees and knock them in towards one another. And just take some time to settle your bones, fully arrive on your mat. And begin to connect with breath. Taking fuller, deeper inhales, fuller, deeper exhales. Knowing that if all you do today is breathe, you're doing your practice just fine. As you breathe in, feel your whole front body expand. And as you breathe out, soften yourself down to the floor. Begin to wiggle out fingers and toes. Circle through your wrists and through your ankles. Big breath in. Stretch your arms up over your head. Point your toes, get long. And as you breathe out, hug your knees in towards your chest. Gently rocking side to side. Make your way over to one side and use your hands to press up to child's pose. Big toes touching. Your choice how wide you take the knees. Sit your hips back to your heels and stretch your arms forward. If that bothers the shoulders, you can bring the arms back instead, but find a grounding through your forehead. This is where you could slide in that prop if your forehead doesn't touch down. And with every breath in, feel your back body widen. With every breath out, feel your chest sink down just a little closer to the floor. Stretch forward through the fingertips if your arms aren't already there. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, see if you can push your hips back just a little bit more. As you inhale, pull yourself up to tabletop position. Knees with the hips, hands with your shoulders. Some simple cat-cow motion, tailbone up, chest forward. As you breathe in, lift your gaze. As you breathe out, reverse the curve of your spine, chin to chest, look towards your thighs. Inhale down, cow, tail up, chest broad. Exhale, reverse, draw your navel in, cat. And continue at your own pace, following your breath. Might even feel a little bit nice to start to move the body, coloring outside of the lines a little bit more. So sitting the hips back a bit as you arch in your cat. Pushing the hips forward, chest more forward in your cow. No right or no wrong. Just a few more rounds of breath. Come back to neutral. Stretch your hands a little bit in front of the shoulders, spreading out through the fingers, but take your thumbs in about 1/3. Ground down with the tips of your fingers as you breathe in. Tuck your toes as you breathe out and lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Send more weight back into the feet so you're not feeling too much pressure in your wrists. You could walk the feet out or sway your hips side to side. And listen for your breath, lengthening your spine on every inhale. Low belly in and up on your exhales. And then see if you can go to stillness, both physically and with your eyes. And tune in to the sound of your breath. Maybe creating that slight raspy sound as you draw the front of your throat towards the back. As you breathe in, look forward. As you breathe out, tiptoe up towards your wrists. Bend at your knees, belly to your thighs. Back of your hands to the floor or your prop. Could also hold on to opposite elbows or the base of your skull. Feel free to sway or to rock. Plant your palms on your thighs. Inhale, lead with your chest, come halfway up, shoulders in line with hips. Exhale, hinge and fold. 2 more, inhale, hands to thighs, core strong, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen heart away from tail, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep your arms up, extended mountain, look past your palms. Exhale, bring your arms down, mountain pose, palms face forwards. Now I'm going to turn to face you for our next pose, Crescent Moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Feet could be together or hip width, your preference, but ground into your feet and spread your toes. Activate the inner thighs and pull your low belly in and up. Now, as you breathe in, stretch your arms up overhead. As you breathe out, take a hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, lengthen up to the ceiling. On your exhale, tip up and over towards one side. Now, try to square your armpits and hips forward. Can always bring one arm down beside your thigh if you're feeling any pinching through your shoulder. Last full round of breath here. On your inhale, come up through center. Exhale, switch the grip on your wrists. You can even bend the elbows here to reset in between. As you breathe in, you'll lengthen, and as you breathe out, you tip over to the second side. And stay sturdy through the feet, feeling that stretch down the side body. And keep your breath long and calm. Last full cycle. Now, as you inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, arms overhead, but release the palms. They'll turn in towards one another. Utkatasana, feet together or hip width, breath in. As you breathe out, bend your knees. Now, depending on what feels best for the shoulders, you could have your arms overhead, arms more forward, even out in front of you or to the center of your chest. Try to bring more weight back into your heels. And as you breathe in, lift your chest. And as you breathe out, draw your low ribs down and in. Find one point to focus on. Maybe sit a little lower here towards the end. Last breath in. Exhale, forward fold over straight legs. Now as you breathe in, lengthen your chest forward. As you breathe out, bend your knees. Step your left foot back. And if the right foot isn't between the hands, you might lift it up and walk it forward. Try to line up the right knee over your right ankle. If your hips are feeling tight today, feel free to lower your back knee down. You could rest your hands on a prop or bring them to your front thigh. And if the back leg is straight, keep lifting energy out through the back of your left knee and draw your back heel forward. You can stay right there or reach your arms up. And for today, we'll cactus the arms. Now breathe in, front of your hips forward. Breathe out, low belly in and up. Plant your hands down, frame out your front foot. Rock your weight back as you breathe in, right toes can lift. As you breathe out, step forward, left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms, bend your knees, step the right foot back. Making it a low lunge or a high lunge. Hands could stay down or add more extension, lifting them to your top thigh. Charge up your back leg and scissor through your inner thighs. You can stay right there or inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, move to cactus arms. And find that one point to focus on and deepen your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, rock the weight back, both legs straight. Exhale, step right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, hands down, bend the knees. Step the left foot back, spinning your left heel to the mat this time. Inhale, reach up, warrior one. Exhale, open your chest to the left, warrior two. Nice wide stride. And bend your front knee a little or a lot. And keep stretching your arms in opposite directions with every breath in. Pull in towards your center with every breath out. You can look forward or out to the side. If your shoulders start to talk to you, flip your palms up and then turn them right back down. See if you can get a little stronger to your legs here at the end. Triangle pose, hands to hips. Straighten out your front leg. You can walk the back foot in if you'd like. On your inhale, tilt your whole upper body forward. As you exhale, right arm comes down to the floor, to your shin, or to a block. Definitely want to touch something if you have any low back pain. Rotate your heart up towards the sky. Left hand can stay on your hip, or maybe you want to stretch it up. You could cactus the arm, or bring your left arm by your left ear. Now without moving your feet, try to scrub your heels in towards one another. And with every breath in, go long through the crown of your head. Every breath out, maybe twist through the torso just that little bit more. Last breath in. As you breathe out, look down, rebend your right knee. You'll pivot your back heel off of the mat. Both hands down. Rock the weight back as you breathe in. Step forward as you breathe out. Lengthen your chest as you breathe in. Fold hands to the mat as you breathe out. Bend your knees. Right foot steps back, warrior one prep. Spin the heel down, right toes turn out to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, open warrior two. Nice wide stance, stretching your mat in two. Find the drishti point to focus on with your eyes, what feels better for you. And with every inhale, stretch forward, armpits to fingertips as well as back. With every exhale, dig in with your heels. Breath's gonna help you stay here strong. Last full breath in. Full breath out. Straighten out that front leg, hands to hips. You can walk the back foot in for Trikonasana. And breathe in. Lengthen the whole torso forward, tilting at your hips. Breathe out, stretch your left arm down, supporting yourself if you have any low back pain. Find what feels good for the top arm, your variation. And fill your pose with breath. And try to go to your maximum, stretching out in all directions. Last full inhale. On your exhale, look down. Right hand spins to the mat as you pick up your right heel. Both hands touch. Rock the weight back, leg straight on the inhale. Step forward to the top of your mat as you exhale, fold. Hands to thighs, inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, release the arms down. Tadasana, mountain pose. And I'm going to turn to face you again. We'll do a balancing posture now, tree pose, Vrikshasana. Hands come to your hips. Feel your weight root into your right foot. Bend your left knee up to 90 degrees. Open your left leg to the left. And plant your foot above or below your knee. You can always rest your toes down on your mat on your inner ankle. Keep your hips square and level. Hands can stay there for feedback. Or maybe lift them to the center of your chest on Jolly Mudra. Try to press the front of your right hip forward. And keep squeezing your left glute to open your left knee. You're welcome to stay right there or stretch your arms into any variation of tree you'd like. Out, up, or behind you. Option to look up for a little more challenge here at the end, or even close your eyes. Bring your hands back to your hips. Turn your knee forward back to 90 degrees. Kick it forward for a breath. And release. You can shake out that standing ankle. Hands to hips, feel your weight shift over into your left foot. Right knee draws to 90, breathe in. Open to your right as you breathe out. Find the foot placement on this side. Square your hips. Maybe bring the hands to heart center. And pressing the floor away with that standing leg, big toe. Pressure through the palms to help you pull everything to center on your exhale. Get taller with every inhale. And then you're welcome to stay or choose a variation that you prefer. Option to challenge with the eyes, lifting them up or even closing them down. Can you find that sweet, smooth rhythm of your breath? Hands to hips. Turn the right knee forward to 90, breathe in. Kick your heel or your toes out, breathe out, and set the foot down. You can shake it out. All right, back to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Full breath in, full breath out. With your inhale, sweep your arms up, look past your palms. With your exhale, send your hips back, forward fold. As you inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands down, step it back to plank. Toes or the knees, breathe in. Lower your mat to your mat to a count of 3 as you breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Point your toes. Backward bending. Let's do Cobra number 2 today. Hands are gonna slide down a little by the mid rib cage. Elbows in tight. Press through the tops of your feet to begin so your kneecaps lift, chin on your mat. Inhale, lift the back of your skull up, squeeze your elbows together as you exhale. You can stay here in Cobra 1 or float the legs off of your mat. Pull your outer shoulders back as you breathe in. Push the back of your knees up as you breathe out. And one more full cycle of breath. Lower your chin down first, legs down. Turn your right ear to your mat, look left. Arms by your side or in cactus. One more big breath into the back of your lungs. Big breath out, soften your body down. Turn your chin back to the top of your mat. Now you're welcome to stay with that last variation, or you can try full locust. Palms can turn in to face your thighs, or interlace your fingers by your low back. Chin starts down. Breathe in, lift the back of your head. Breathe out, hover the legs. Go long in both directions. You can float the hands away from your glutes if the fingers are interlaced. Try to expand the sides of your rib cage. And stay for 3 more breaths. Maybe lifting a little higher at the end of each exhale. Ready? Stretch your left leg back with your inhale. Exhale, knee to outer left wrist, laying the shin down. Maybe you walk that right foot back a little bit more. Adjust the hips. Nice proud chest, even if it's only for an inhale. Stay or exhale to fold, supporting yourself so you can ground down. Just like before, you might slide that prop under your left hip or shift over to your left glute into deer, protecting your knees this way. And to protect your knees in pigeon, the right toes could tuck under. And maybe keep a little activation of that left shin, bringing your toes just slightly back towards the left knee. And press that left shin down. Pull your outer right hip forward. Five deep, nourishing breaths. These last two exhales, can you relax your jaw a little more? Can you relax your hips a little more? On the sixth inhale, plant hands under your shoulders, tuck your right toes under, push back into table or downward dog, taking your release. Lower down to the knees, hips back to your heels. Swing your legs out in front of you. Now, Ardha Matsyendrasana, half-seated twist. Left leg's gonna stay long initially. Step your right foot outside of your left thigh. You can lean to the left and fold your left shin back too if that feels all right. Sit bones grounding down. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, twist towards your right. You can hug your knee in or bring your arm to your outer thigh. Right hand is behind you like a kickstand. And if it bothers the low back, walk it further behind you. Looking off to the side or over your right shoulder. With every inhale, lift up from your hips to your crown. With every exhale, pull everything towards center and maybe twist with the help of your abs just a little bit more. Release the pose as you breathe in. Nice little counter twist to your left as you breathe out. Hands by the hips, straighten both legs out. Left side, stepping your foot outside of the right thigh. Stay right there if that feels good in the knee and the hips, or lean to your right. Left hip and right heel meet. Inhale, stretch the right arm up. Exhale, twist towards your left. See what variation feels best in the arms. Left hand to the floor or to your block. And again, if the low back talks to you, walk your left hand further so you're on a slight diagonal line. Looking off to the side or over your back shoulder. Expand your torso with every breath in. Twist a little deeper with every breath out. As you breathe in, release the twist. As you breathe out, little counter twist to your right. Inhale, move your body back through center and unravel your legs. Butterfly pose, soles of the feet together. You can pull them in as close as what's comfortable, working more inner thighs, or further away in a diamond for more in the hamstrings. Start by sitting up tall, breathe in. Now as you breathe out, take a hold of the legs or the ankles or feet. Start to pull your chest down so that you're moving into the pose with a nice flat back. Once you get to your edge, you might round the upper back slightly. Think of that low back as a gas pedal that you're pressing down. Keep pressing your heels in towards one another as you breathe in. Knees open a little wider as you breathe out. And then slowly rise back up to center. You can draw the knees in and maybe give yourself a little hug. Chin tucks in. A few breaths here. And then we'll move to final shavasana from there. Release the legs, the elbows. Extend your body out long, taking up as much space as you'd like. When you get down, press into your elbows and pull your shoulder blades together underneath you. Might feel nice to rest your hands on your torso. We're taking in so much information recently, so much stimulation. If it's comfortable for you, can you close your eyes even 90%? Can you look within yourself now instead of looking out? Slight tuck of your chin just to give yourself that reminder to check in with your heart. Move away from the thinking of your brain. Feeling your breath wash over your body. Whenever you start to get caught up with the thinking of your mind, come back to feeling your body, watching your breath. Let your breath become more natural. No need to control it anymore. Soften all the muscles of your face, your temples, your jaw. Every cycle of breath, feel your body melt a little bit deeper towards the floor, like butter melting in the microwave. today. Take your time if you have it. Thank you for tuning in and sharing your practice. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.